Lindsay's like this tonight.
Pressure.
Lindsay's in the hot seat. We're trying a few things tonight and we'll see how we get on. It's 7 o'clock, it's Thursday, it's live, it's Spray and Make Sense. So Lindsay, as you can see, we've got a new platform. We have tried this before and we're demoing it. So, not demoing it, we're working with it. So, any kind of problem, sound, visual, just let us know. Okay. Tonight's show is sponsored by the lovely people at Tikkurila. Okay. If you don't know about Tikkurila, where the hell have you been? Okay. Because on this group, I think we ourselves have been promoting this since, when did you say? Well, we don't know actually. Long before, believe it or not, long before we actually met Ben.
Well, yeah, I mean, that unit that we were talking about in a bit was January 14th, and we've been using it a while then.
Yeah. Okay. We'll give you a little bit of a back history, a little bit of information about the product, and we're going to be spraying tonight. Okay. We've got 2 products set up in 2 different machines with 2 different guns, and we're just going to get spraying. We're going to go through some of the product. Okay. Also, Tikkurila have given us a couple of freebies. Well, they've given us 4 T-shirts, different sizes. Okay. Well, what sizes we got, Linz?
Large,
medium,
large, extra large, and double XL.
Okay. I wasn't allowed to say what? I wasn't allowed to say FB. Okay, fine. So we'll go for XXL. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to give those away this evening. Okay. But what we're going to try and do is we'll ask a question for the medium. So if you're an extra large, don't seem to be any point actually answering the question on extra large, etc., etc. Okay. So we're going to give those away. We've actually got the T-shirts. Everybody loves a T-shirt. Okay. So we've got the white T-shirt. Could do with a bit more branding, but that's just a personal thing. You've got the Tikkurila on the side. Okay. Oh, okay. So obviously we know the branding. So what you really need on the back of that is clearly what, Linz?
Spray and Make Sense.
Yeah, that's what you need. That's what you need, Ben. That's what you need. And we got a beanie hat. Apparently.
Take the FB.
Really? Have we got an FFB?
How rude.
No, he's probably lost weight, bless him. He's been working like a dog, hasn't he?
And he's been ill.
He's always, he used to be supping on the, what is it, Pucci?
Yeah.
Puccini. Okay, we got a beanie hat. I'm not allowed to put it on because it's the only one we've got.
And you look daft in a hat.
I look daft in a hat, apart from a baseball cap. Yeah, leave it.
Yeah.
Leave it, leave it. Who we got on, Linz?
Oh, blimey, we've got loads. We've got Pete, Damien, Steve Currier, Ali, West, Steve Oldner, Andy Lawton, Andrew Bankier, Ryan Forger, Jimbo Green, Geordie, Colin, Bidwell, Will.
Oh, we can't say out about Colin because if he gets caught, he'll get told off.
Yeah. Stefan, Ellis discount.
Oh, Stefan, I will give you a bell, mate. I will give you a bell. It's just been really busy. So
we've got Ben Byrne, Seamus, Stephen, Jackson, Mitchell.
Busy times.
Yeah, quite a few.
Okay, cool. So what we're going to do is we're going to go through a few things this evening. Okay.
Are you going to do the giveaway for the T-shirt? One of them.
Yeah, if you want. I'm happy to do one now. What do you want to start with, the medium? Or do you want to wait a little bit till we get a few more people? What size, guys? What size would you like me to put up first? Okay. What these are really good, if they don't fit well, they're really good for cleaning the van. No, they're really cool. Everybody loves a T-shirt. Everybody loves a T-shirt.
Yeah,
I mean, Reese has got Tikkurila on one side and Spray and Make Sense on the other. So that's pretty cool. I don't know why, when I start talking to you guys, my little baby girl comes in. Okay, come on, get it down. So, do you want to do one now?
Yeah, let's do one, get it.
Lindsay's in charge. I'm just the face and the mouth of Spray and Make Sense. You all know that. Lindsay's the brains of the outfit. Right, so what size do we want to do?
Steve Currier says 2XL.
Oh, we're going for the XL first.
2XL.
Oh, we're going for the X. Oh, okay.
We go for FB.
We're going for the FB. Okay, so the FB, I'm not sure what size this is, probably, that's the medium. That's, in all fairness, for a medium, that's quite big. I mean, that would look like a large on me.
Big boys first.
Big boys first, get in. Okay, so the question for the XXL shirt this evening, okay, where is Tikkurila headquarters based? Okay, first answer wins the t-shirt. So let's get some prizes going first off.
And it's not Tikkurila UK, it's Tikkurila in general.
Tikkurila.
Head office.
Head office, where? Okay, a lot of you guys should know this, so ping up your answer. Lindsay, the thing is with the competition, okay, we did this last week, and what happens is the one that Lindsay shouts out tonight will win, okay? We found that sometimes we go back and with Facebook and the internet, don't always go it right. If we find that we've made a mistake, okay, and you weren't necessarily the first, don't worry about it. We'll bung you something else. We'll throw you a Spray Makes Sense t-shirt or something. Okay, so don't panic, all right? But the one that Lindsay calls is the one that wins, all right? Do not go down the road of starting to argue, all right? It's really not worth it. Oh, okay, if I shout that out, you know what's going to happen. Do you want me to do that one? Okay, fine. The winner, okay, is The Godfather. Okay, and I know what The Godfather's going to say. You'll see it get posted up in a minute. But Jack, congrats, mate. Okay, he's never XXL. Jack's a slim fella. For his age, he's a slim fella. I won't go any more than an XL for Jack.
Oi, oi, Reese.
Reese boy. Oh, mate, you just missed it. We had a tent size one for.
Oh, how rude.
Yeah. Okay, so we've got more coming. We're going to go through some of the stuff, like I said, Tikkurila, we're going to spray it. Any questions? I believe Ben's on tonight.
Yeah, I haven't seen him yet.
Okay. Ben's got his little girl with him tonight, which is really cool. So Evie's with him. I spoke to him yesterday. He wasn't going to be able to make it, but he's going to jump on and try and interact the best he can. So any questions, put them to Ben. Okay, I'll answer them if I can. If not, I'll pass them over to Ben. But in all fairness, if there are questions that he can't get to tonight, because obviously he's got his little daughter in, this has got to be better than TV, Anna. It's got to be better than EastEnders.
Colin Bidwell says he's got headphones now.
Oh, he's good. I bet he puts glasses on as well in actually, yeah, just sat watching TV. So he's got like sunglasses.
Ben is here.
Ben's here. So if Ben can't answer your questions tonight, like I say, if he can't, he'll just get back to him tomorrow and everything else. Cool. Right. I just want to talk about Spray Makes Sense as a whole. Okay. We do this every once in a while, and we're always really surprised how the stats perform as a group.
Can I just say, everyone's saying Jack's saying do it again, but Jack he always says do it again.
I said that,
He never comes up with anything. So Jack, I am giving you the t-shirt.
Take it, again, don't argue with Linz. Okay, Jack is the true gen. Every time he wins a prize, he just says throw it back in the pile. In all fairness, last week, I got a text off Ben, because Ben, bless him, won. Ben Byrne won the gun, okay? And he texted me, he went, I feel really bad. I was going to say, put it back in the pot. And then I thought, sod it, I really, really want one. So he's got one coming. Lindsay's posted it out, it's on its way. Cool, right, let's go back to the stats. Okay, Spray Makes Sense was set up June of 2014. Okay, it was set up for a very selfish reason. Okay, I don't hide that. It was set up so that I could actually learn more. I knew that I was having loads of problems with spraying. I was having the same issues that you guys have on a daily basis. I wanted to find like-minded people that I could learn from. Jack was probably one of the main ones, because I knew Jack before Spray Makes Sense. I knew him as Rag and Oil through YouTube.
Yeah, it took me a while to work out.
Rag and Oil, yeah, Rag and Oil. So Jack's helped me for probably 10 years plus. But it's grown, and it's growing exponentially. Jack is the guy that's in charge of the yes and no button. He's like the Simon Cowell of Spray Makes Sense. He just pushes the red button and people get ejected. Jack it takes a lot to piss Jack off, and he's very fair, as you've seen. So, stats, what we got, Linz?
So 5,845 members currently, but Jack has let some more in this evening.
Okay, so we're just shy of 6,000 members, which is cool. It's very niche. Don't get me wrong, there's a lot of groups out there with big numbers. But what gets me is the fact that out of that number, 5,800, 4,900, so just shy of 5,000 active members over the past 28 days. That's 800 posts, okay, over 28 days, which works out for our little group, 30 posts a day. But that's 30 posts, which is purely about spraying. It's not about what we have for breakfast, what music we listen to. None of us are interested in that shit. It is purely and utterly spray related. And also, interactions over that same period is 23,000. That works out that interactions, okay, 820 interactions on the post daily. I don't interact on every post by any means. So God knows how many people, well, we do, 5,000 are literally looking at it all. There's a lot of information flying around at the moment. So are we kind of market leaders? Yeah, I think we're doing pretty good. Are we all the influencers? Yeah, I think that's kind of what we're doing. And that's why suppliers want to be involved with Spray and Make Sense. Why? You guys invest heavily. So the stats are really good. What we're going to do is we're just going to big up some of the members, okay? We like to do this every once in a while. Top contributors, okay? There's a tie between three, okay? It came up with 3 people, okay? Richard Corden, okay? Stephen Caulfield, okay? And our good friend, Reese Boy. So Mr. McWilliams as well, okay? We're giving away a SMS T-shirt, okay? You can choose. You can either have one of the ones with the sprayer, which is blue, or white, okay? Or you can just have the white one with the Spray and Make Sense on the back, okay? So Paul Jones, okay, was the most comments throughout the past 28 days. So Paul, get in touch with Linz, okay, via Messenger or via the post, and what we'll do is we'll bang out a T-shirt. The biggest interactions, okay, was Ben. Okay, Ben's really, really good. His posts are really good. I remember the one he put up recently. He's a legend. Then he met Jack and realised that he's just met a legend. And I think that's how we all feel when we finally meet the man. Ben put up a post about sharing. And to be honest with you, like I said in the post, it felt like it crawled in my head, which is a scary place, and was just talking from what we said. We've shared for 5 years, and we're still sharing and we're still throwing out what we can. We're doing what we're doing tonight, okay? I was sat having a coffee with Lindsay yesterday. I had a phone call from a fella, and luckily for the fella, he started with the conversation in the right way. Hi Ian, have you got 2 minutes to spare? Because believe it or not, I get a lot of people that phone me up and say, oh, I've got a problem. It just pushes me in the wrong way. I think you guys will be likewise. It's actually quite good if you text someone first, and say, look, I want to have a chat, when are you free? That's always good because we're always busy. Or if you don't and you pick up the phone and say, look, sorry to bother you, have you got 2 minutes? And then crack on. So I helped the fella yesterday. What was the fella's name again? Nicholas, was it? I think it was Nicholas. And I just said to him, look, just put up there that, we've had a chat and I'm not that bad and I'm not that scary. Well, entirely true. Okay, so that's the interactions. Anything to report, Linz? Anything happening on the flight deck?
No, John Coates said he didn't get his hats from last week, but I can show you the proof that his answers didn't come up first. So
like I say,
to that one now.
No, I'll send you a message, John. Okay, good, bad, and ugly.
Yeah.
Okay, each week, what we're trying to do is just bring it real. I have good weeks, bad weeks, and I have downright ugly weeks. And each week, there's something in each of those that don't sit well. So we like to ask you guys, okay, Lindsay reads them out further on, okay, and we might give a prize for the the good, or the bad, or the ugly, which one?
Pardon?
Oh, honestly, she's not with me tonight. She's all over the place.
This is hard work doing all of this.
It's all right, don't worry, I've got it.
What are you giving away as a prize? We didn't talk about prize.
No, what we're saying is, depending on what you had, a good, a bad, and ugly. So what I'm asking you is, how did your week shape up? Okay, good. What was good about our week, Linz? Interaction with suppliers.
Yeah.
Okay. We put out the post for the suppliers asking us to get behind Spray and Make Sense. Okay. Last week, okay, it was really good. We had a really good show, over 100 people online. and we had 1,200 views in 2 hours. That's awesome. It was a real good buzz last week. Really enjoyed it.
I might have to kick somebody off at this rate.
Yeah, that's fine. Just do it. Press the lid. Jack, can you do it?
I don't know if you can.
Okay. So that's fine. Okay, I'm not having anyone spoil it. That's fine. So the good is the fact that suppliers are behind us, which is fantastic. We've got Ben tonight. He's supporting us, which I think is absolutely awesome. I've had meetings all week with a lot of good suppliers. The bad, Linz.
The bad was not being able to get onto projects because other trades are just running over.
Yeah. And this was kind of a residential. You've seen me do the one at the moment, okay, which is the spray plaster, which we just can't get stuck in. Another one, we just can't get on. We've got 5 projects on the go, and we just can't seem to get a good start on any of them. Oh, we did have a good start. Me and Liam went in the other day, miscoated in about 3 hours, went back following day, sanded the entire house and gave everything first coats. And we were done. We left there about 3 o'clock. So we only got there about 1. So we were there for about 2.5 hours, I think, in total. The ugly.
Spraying over wood chip.
Spraying over wood chip. God, that is ugly. But it's very, very doable. It's very, very doable. And the point is, it's going to bubble. All right, you've got to know that. You test it, but you might test it in one area and it seems fine. It bubbles. We reckon we're between 5 and 10% of bubble and lift. Gotta be honest with you, happy days. That means it's 90% plain sailing with spray plaster. That's pretty cool. The boys have been in today, sanded, and started spraying first coats. So tomorrow I'm on site. I'll do more video and I will keep you updated. I'm testing 8 products, okay, over one surface. Not many people will do that. We'll still make money, but it wasn't the point. I took this job on, it's a shitty job, and I took it on for this reason, and that one. Okay. That's where we stand with the good, the bad, and the ugly. You guys, please add your good, bad, and ugly, and Lindsay will come back to those, what works and what doesn't. Okay? Are we all cool?
Yep.
Good. Right. News. We want some sound effects. We're trying to get some news. Okay. We will be trawling the internet to give a little quick section on the latest news. What's happening in our industry? Well, we need to know what's going on. One that looks good is Deltec have launched a new tape. Okay, it's called Extreme, and it's 4 months UV. It's inside and out, so it's one tape for both. And apparently, it's supposed to be very good for slightly rough surfaces, not like Mega. We're going to give this a whiz because we've got the UPVC course coming. When is it coming, Linz?
April.
April. So all being well, okay, it will be the beginning of April. We're not here next week. Why aren't we here next week, Linz?
We're heading up to Preston.
Why are we heading up to Preston?
Final meeting with City and Guilds.
Final meeting with City and Guilds. You nervous?
Yeah.
Why? Pete and Tracy got this nailed.
I have. Yeah, they have.
They have, yeah. But it feels like we're going into a major exam. You know?
Yeah, it does, yeah.
So we are really nervous about it. We've worked massively on this. So fingers crossed, next Friday. We can't go live next Thursday, but we are hopefully going to go live on Friday. If we go live on Friday, it's because we've got great news. If we're not live on Friday, I think it's because we're all in the pub crying.
Yeah.
Yeah. The week after, are we around?
Nope.
We're not around either. And the reason being is we are back in Germany again. This time, not to Berlin to see our good friend Stefan, although we will be with Stefan, but we're going to Farb, which is Europe's biggest paint shop.
3 halls.
3 halls. It makes P&D show look like a craft fair. Okay.
I mean, good suppliers at both, though, to be fair.
Yeah, there is. It is good. It's just different, you know. And we want to try, obviously, moving on to next year, this year, to lift up the P&D.
It's not a all-day exhibition. You can understand why.
It's massive. So we're going there. If anybody is free and wants to go, okay, it is on the 20th to the 23rd during the week. And we've got offering free tickets. If you do want to go, Lindsay's going to put a link up. So if you want to go, get a free ticket. Also, obviously, pop onto the Great Coast Stand and give them a big thumbs up to say thanks for obviously getting me in the show. So that's really cool. So that's that. We've got Chris and Lisa. They're busy at the moment. They are also with Greco, but this time they're in Georgia, in America, at the PDCA show. So if you've got any American friends on here, okay, you guys might be popping over because that's what it sounds like. It's the big one in the US as well. So there's a lot going on at the moment. So we're off to Preston next week. We've got a whole weekend of beta testing for new courses. 5 new courses that we're designing at the moment. So exciting things coming. So that's really cool. So anything else before we move on to the main segment? Okay, the bit that any comments from the guys? Anything that I need to know? Anything they want to ask?
John Markov said he said it's T-shirt gate. He reckons it was before Jack, but he said he'd prefer a blue sprayer one, so maybe we'll get one of those out to him.
He's got loads of Spray Make Sense gear over there. He's taking over the place, John.
Markov?
Yeah, John got the one where him and they got the 2 hoodies, didn't they?
Yeah.
So, hey, mate, I'll get you one over.
Got a new blue one, though.
You want a blue one? If you get a blue one, I want to see, by saying that, you put loads of stuff up, John, so that's cool. Right, okay, let's talk about the product. Okay. Lindsay's putting up a picture. Can you put that picture up?
Yes.
Lindsay's going to put a picture up of a unit that we sprayed back in January 2014. Okay. This was, the picture itself, I don't know which one she's put up, but there's a kitchen that was sprayed by the joiner in the joinery shop. And it was like it wasn't eggshell and it wasn't satin, it was something in between. And we had to spray this unit that had been made by a carpenter, and we had to spray the doors. But we wanted to match the kitchen because we sprayed it first with 10, 2 flat. Is that the one you're looking at?
No, it's the bedroom one.
Oh, is it the bedroom one? No, that's not the one I was thinking of. I'm thinking about the one that was in...
that was done after this.
That was Scott's.
That was done after this.
Right, okay. The one that she's talking about, we sprayed black. Probably one of the first units we sprayed black.
I can't put photos up. It won't work.
Okay, fine. So, sorry about that. But what it is the fact that we started with a product, okay, which was in a different tin. It was called Feelings, and it was by Holman Paints. Ben reached out to me via LinkedIn. Lindsay got talking to him. So Lindsay's responsible for all this, not me. So Lindsay and Ben got talking. I met Ben. He asked me to try some of the products, tried it, and the rest is history. One of the things I want to talk about with this product for me has been consistency. Because I think spraying is temperamental and it's frustrating. And I think a lot of that comes down to product. This has always been, for me, consistent. You know, I open a tin, I kind of know what I'm going to get. I plonk in the sprayer, I start. Very, very rarely do I get something unusual. I mean, okay. I don't know why. Okay, I'll turn the mic round, see if that helps. Okay. Any problems, just let us know, because we... Oh dear. What we're trying to do, maybe that's you using that for the bandwidth, I don't know.
Maybe.
Do you want to can you work without it for 2 minutes, or?
Yeah.
We're just going to close the iPad down for 2 minutes to see if it helps with, obviously, the bandwidth, because we're on Wi-Fi here. Okay. So what I want to touch on, okay, is their product. Ben's been fighting fires this week, I know, because I've had a good conversation with him. They put their prices up, okay? We've seen the posts. Jack's even had to stop comments on some of the posts because it just got a little bit out of hand at one point. Okay. They've put their price up by 7%. It's March, all right? All the years I've been doing business, most companies put their prices up. I know that Tikkurila for quite a few years tried to hold their prices the best they could, and they put them up. They put them up by 7%. They've got to put them up now, ready for the next financial year. The problem is, we're all individual decorators. Fine, we spray, but we're still individual decorators. And we're all squabbling around trying to compete with the price. The thing that I'm trying to work on long term is decorators are always worried about how can I afford it? Our customers don't think like that. They think, how am I going to get to it? We're more of a reactional. So the problem is we're squabbling around on a day rate. A lot of us, we charge meterage, but a lot of squabbling around on a day rate, and we're trying to compete with each other. And we can't get out of this hole, this 150s, 170s, 180s, 200s. We just can't get out of it. But what happens every year is we make a little bit less because the materials go up. But every single one of us is fearful of putting your prices up because now you're more expensive than the guy next to you. So I'm not being funny. We talk collectively, all right? It's showing that out of nearly 6,000 members, 5 of us are talking daily together, all right? So what if, all right, I put my prices up? I've now got to compete with the 5,000 people, okay? What if 100 of us put our prices up? That's a little bit better. What if every March, 5,000 of us put our prices up in line with the suppliers? So our prices all shift up. So if all of us collectively turn around and said, you know what, every March, putting our prices up. So now when you pitch your work, you're still pitching against the same kind of level of people. Don't put yourself with the ones below, the Toshers and everything else. That's not what we're saying is. You guys are on par with each other, okay? So I'm not being funny. In our area, all the guys that I know locally that come on the courses and around me, if we all shifted together, okay, we'd still be fighting for prices against each other, but at least we'd all be fighting for good prices together. This is one. Is Ben Byrne on tonight?
It was, yeah.
Right, Ben, if you're on, okay, this is the logic, because we've spoken about you doing some writing and bits and everything else. This is one of the things I want to focus on is the pricing mentality. So if we all lift our rates up, we're still fighting for work, but the clients would accept that prices have gone up. I mean, like across the board, with everybody. Rail tickets go up, there's a bitch and a moan. They never go back down. Fuel goes up, we bitch and moan, never goes back down. What we do is we keep ourselves here. Plumbers, they go up, they put their rates up. We keep down here. So collectively, come on, seriously guys, we've got to find a way of working together. And we're starting to do it. Ben mentioned we are starting to do it. We're starting to help each other, communicate with each other. I can't be the only one out there with the logic like this. I'm the one that's putting it out there. I'm putting my balls on the line every time I do this because it is controversial. I am Marmite, I'm sorry, but I am doing it for the right reasons. Or at least I feel like I'm doing it for the honest reasons. And that's what Ben's saying. You know, there is something called integrity and ethics. And if I was shrewd, okay, I think I'd be making a lot more money. But I'm not. I just believe that I sleep well. I've got a good family. I've got good friends. Okay, and I love my job. I love being around this. I love doing this, and I love teaching and all the rest of it. So I don't have to make bundles of dosh for that. But I do think collectively we shouldn't be working harder. We get older. We work harder. We make less. I think that's my point. Okay. I want to spray something. Okay. Any bits you want to touch on, Linz? Any comments?
Comments so much and I can't have the link.
You could try it. I had this under my lapel.
No, I think it's crackly and stuff. So everyone says it sounds better. So I'll put all the links in after. We will find a way of doing it. Okay. I'm going to have to put a mask on because rule number 6. Okay. I'm without a mask. A link up to the latest on YouTube. You come in and doing a spray with you.
Oh yeah. You're gonna love that, Ben. He's even got these nice little shoes. He came and did some spraying with me years ago, probably about 2 years ago. He came on site and did some spraying. He had the monkey suit and everything. So we're gonna put that video up. It's name and shame, mate. Okay. If Evie's around, honestly, she will just laugh herself to sleep. It's hilarious. Okay. It's a good video. Okay. What we're gonna do is I've got two machines set up, okay? And what we're going to do is I'm going to talk about some of the products by spraying, and then we're going to go through the products as a whole. Ben and Tikkurila are a supporter of this, okay? They're a sponsor. So over the week, we are going to actively plan exactly what we're going to do. We'll go through primers, we'll go through encapsulators, we're going to go through all sorts. Ben's got some products that they're bringing to market, and we're going to do some work on that. This is something that I noticed Ben was commenting about. He's got one of the contractor PCs, John Marcroft, okay, and they were saying that he reckons that the new setup, or at least he's been told by Graco, that this will reduce the spit. I've put an extension bar on. I have done a little bit, okay. It still spits, okay. I haven't done enough testing yet, but I will do more. But I've got Acme primer, okay, which is there. We use this a lot, okay. It goes off in 30 seconds. 30 seconds, I wish. 30 minutes, okay? 30 minutes, all right. And we use it a lot. It's really, really good gear, okay? So what I'm going to do, I've got it set up. It's quite a thin product, 310, and what I've got is, it's probably just over 1,000. So it actually sprays with very little spits. I don't usually spray, obviously, doors with an extension bar. I feel a bit like Chris Berry on this one, okay? I feel like I could, when I grow up, I could be Chris Berry.
Like John said, he didn't say that. It wasn't John that said that.
No,
he was told that.
it was, yeah, I know. But I don't know, I don't think John's got a clean shot. I don't think John does clean shots. But if you do some testing for me, mate. Throw a video up. It'd be really interesting to see. What's your first impression, John? Okay, what's your first impression?
John said he posted today, it doesn't work.
Okay, there you go.
And Ben Adams said they're working on a 30-second one.
You know where to come. Okay, we were the first ones to get Acme. I want to be the first ones to get super Acme. Okay, we're just gonna spray door. I don't usually use the extension bar. Okay, but this stuff is really good. We've got grey. It's not a dark grey, but I'm going to show you. Before we even finish tonight live, that's going to be dry. Okay, it's not overly hot in here, but it is really good. No, I thought, do you know what, tonight we'll do it. Why not? Okay, but the thing is with the extension bar, what happens is you really have to think about it because it does sway around a lot. If you notice how Chris sprays, okay, his pressure's probably double that, but he moves like a rocket. I like to, I suppose, take my time. Maybe I'm getting old in me, getting old in my old age, getting lazy in my old age.
So what's that you're spraying?
Acme primer, okay? It only comes in, Ben can confirm this, I have asked since the start that it comes in 10 litres because it comes in 20 litre drums, okay? It is heavy, and it is an industrial coating. It's from their industrial range. You can generally tell their industrial range because it comes in big blue tins. They have top coat, which is FD25. I know that, I think John uses it a lot. And I also know that James Hewson uses it a lot on the kitchens, which is really good. Okay.
I'm not saying what machine is that. It sounds like a dog choking.
That's a GX21. Okay. We've got the Graco gun that we got off Mike Nash last week from Sprayman, and he also did the service. So I thought, do you know what? Let's stick with the Graco through and through. So we've got the GX21. Okay. The gun, extension bar, and 310 FFLP. And this product, the best thing about this product for me, it's really good to learn with. It's not forgiving, okay? It's quite a thin product. It is subject to temperature. Anything under 19 degrees, it just won't go off. It takes ages. So make sure your temperature's up and it will go off, like I say, in about 30 minutes. If you put too much on, it will run. It just will. It's one of those products that I say that if it looks like it's gonna run, it's gonna run, okay? So you do have to get the measure of it. When it comes to product, we have we have a mantra. What is it, Linz?
Own it, nail it.
Simply own it, nail it. The point is here, don't flit about, all right? Choose a product, own it, nail it. Okay. My favorite, okay, because all I can do is walk you through what we use, why we use it, okay, and what is a benefit to me, okay, because a benefit to me is a benefit to my customer. A benefit to my customer means that I get a referral, which is a benefit to me, okay. I'm very focused on referral. My favorite one, okay, this one is one of my favorite products, okay. You can get this from your local Indian, all right. So when you order a chicken tikka masala, it comes with halmi pujami, okay. It's like a side dish, all right. You can get it with naan bread. Ben, please, I mean, you can't pronounce it. I know you can spell it, but seriously, mate, how do we pronounce that? Halmi primer, okay. I was talking to Damien, and he uses a lot of this in Ireland, and their temperatures were a little bit less. We've spoken about this, and he said, come November, what do? I said, you shelve it, okay, because you're working on construction that is low temperature, because sometimes you haven't got the windows, and you go for Helmi Primer. He phoned me up, he went, oh my God, completely different, love this product. It is an incredible product, but it doesn't dry in 30 minutes. So it's a payoff against another.
If you're doing residential, it's be fine.
Yeah, we spray that and we leave it overnight. Okay, we come back and we sort it. Right, I just want to talk about a couple of things here. Okay. When you're in front of customers or contractors more so, okay, this, all right, is really important, all right? Black ceramic tile, okay? If paint adheres at the core to a black ceramic tile, you're already on a winner. Okay, so I have these for the courses, because what I do is I'll actually spray one of these whilst we're running a course, which actually shows them, firstly, the amount of coverage, but secondly, this one was done probably 8th, what's that, September, October, August? So what we did was, these bits here, okay, were done after 30 minutes. Now, all right, and that's not their adhesion primer, that's just this primer, okay? This is Helmi 10, okay? Once it's cured, after 3 weeks, Ben can tell me if it's different, but most acrylics are after 3 weeks, okay? You know, 21, 24 days, whatever it is. It cures, all the molecules just lock together. Oh my God, that is just Helmi 10 on a tile, okay? This isn't Tikkurila trying to plug you this shit, all right? I'm not selling it. I'm saying this sells to my customer. When any kind of water burst, not sure about that, we just put these out. Right, let's do another t-shirt. What size? Extra large, okay.
But because I can't access it, I will have to look back on these and look at the timeline and work out who came up with the answer first.
Okay,
so I won't be able to give names out now.
We're going to work on this. We are trying to get this slick, but work with us, okay? So what I'm going to do, Lindsay will come back, and tonight she will actually put comments and private message people to let you know who's won. Okay, so for the extra large, okay, this is a good one, okay. What year was Tikkurila started? And this is quite scary, okay. So I'll come back to that in a minute. I'm just going to talk about some of these products. Get putting your numbers up, okay. Optex Aqua, okay. Adhesion primer, okay. To be honest with you, already their top coat and their 8B primer sticks to tile. So this is like super grip, okay. Ultra classic. I spoke to Ben. You've seen the big house with the staircase. We did all the windows on that. They came out and we sprayed them. We sprayed them with this. When we sprayed them, this is again, okay, really good product. We had a problem with this. I phoned Ben and said, look, don't like it. And he was like, oh, and he was really taken back, which he would be, because he's passionate about Tikkurila. So when I said I don't like it, he said, why? I said, it's orange peel. So it's, give her a biscuit. That'll shut her up. Okay. We did have to thin it a little bit.
Can I just say, you're talking about the dog, not
give Lindsay, you're eating a biscuit now. MultiStop, okay. If you've used it, let me have your feedback. I've not used it enough, okay. I was unawares, and I want to spend a bit of time with Ben about this one. Encapsulator, different product, different day. Helmi system, can't go wrong, okay. Helmi 10, I use for furniture. Helmi 30, I use for trim. Helmi 80, I use occasionally. John, okay, has done like we've done in the past. He's put the two together. So he's got Helmi 20. Be careful when you put 20 and 30. It doesn't necessarily be 20. When you put 10 and 30, it doesn't always become 20. You can give it a name. The matting agent of 10 will always win over. So you're going to have to test it. These are probably two of my favorites, okay? Optiva. I'm an Optiva 3 fan. Yes, it is slightly more expensive, okay? I'm not quite sure why, never quite figured that out, because this is the more durable one, okay? Everybody can't figure it out. I've spoken to Ben about it. Nobody has an answer for it. We don't use Optiva 5. We're using it at the moment on the one with the wood chip, because we want more durable, because it's a rental. Luya, okay? Luya 7, Luya 20, I think it is, okay? Luya 7, it is a bit shiny, but we are actually using this on a job next week. We also did this for Al Fayed, the guy that used to own Arrods. We did it for one of his swimming pool areas. Really good, came out really well. Okay, Super White. Anybody know where Super White came from? Okay, do you want to straighten that back up, or are we?
From the factory, probably.
Yeah, okay.
Let's find where it is in a minute.
Okay, Super White. Again, we were responsible for that. A few years ago, got a message from Ben. We've got a pallet of this gear. It was specified, the job didn't come off. Can you shift it? We used it. It was actually too strong, because we used it as a miscut, far too strong. So we shelved it. We then tried it for ceilings. Oh my God. Super White was the pre anti-reflex, okay? This is what started. Anti-reflex is the one now that I've used this for ceilings. Optiva Primer, I love it, okay? I use it for my walls. I know there's conversations out there where people say, yes, you can spray it over woodwork. Okay, fine. Personally, my experience is when I get overspray on the woodwork, I risk pull. I just do. So do I use that for primer? No. Personally, no. Not when I've got this that dries in 30 minutes.
Someone's saying Louis said more than 7%. I agree.
Yeah, it's quite shiny. It's quite shiny. But it's only shiny when you put it against something else. Same old thing. It's only shiny when you put it against something else.
The ceilings, didn't we?
Yeah, it was. Right. I'm just going to move this, okay, because I want to spray some black. And black, okay, is hard to spray. It's hard to spray for the simple fact that it's got so much tint. It makes it runnier, it doesn't go off as quick, and it is unforgiving. We did a black unit last week, and we had to do the top 3 times. I think I showed you last week about how we actually end up having to spray it on its side because it was just giving us problems.
You have to check about anti-reflex as well.
Anti-reflex, yeah. The problem is with anti-reflex, it's hard to colour.
It's only in white, isn't it?
Yeah. So you've got to find a product that will actually colour. You know, we've sussed it, but that's something that, you know, we figured out ourselves. You know, a lot of this stuff, and it's a bit like John and, you know, some of the main guys, you've got to figure it out yourself. You know, don't always take my word for it. I'm full of crap half the time. Okay. Okay. Jesus Christ, what have I done to this hose?
You're outside of the camera, Luke, but he's actually fighting with a hose.
I'm trying to do it because the tripod's there. If the tripod wasn't there, I'd literally be doing it. I had this all sorted earlier. Honestly, it's like as if someone's just come and just done it to wind me up. Oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Right, do you want to turn it round, Linz? Because I'm going to do the corner. Okay, I can't spray furniture without a clean shot. I just can't. Okay, so trigger lock is on, which is good practice. And I must admit, I do talk loud because I think I'm talking over there to the camera and I'm not. I'm just talking to myself. Are we good?
Yeah, just trying to, you need to try and think about where the camera is.
Yeah, I can't do it about that. Okay. That's the beauty. That's the beauty of the clean shot, though. Just access.
Do you ever thin any of the woodwork paints?
No. No, I don't. Okay, that will dry fine. The chances are even that might run. It's just, black is just a nightmare. I mean, I'm happy to spray a door, okay? But as you can see, they were both B10 tips, but the product is so much thicker. The Helmi 10, 30, so much thicker than the Acme. So therefore, what happens is the fan actually just gets reduced. You could see, okay, a little bit of tailing. That's because what I've done, especially with black, I dial it down as far as I can get it so that I don't get too much bounce back, so I don't get too much overspray. So that's spraying black whilst trying to minimize the amount of overspray. These are the kind of things that we try and teach, okay, on the courses, because it's not easy spraying furniture, okay? And it's not easy spraying furniture to a good finish that you can actually charge a good price.
When you did the bottom first.
But then again, you need to come here to figure out why we would do the bottom first, okay? It's not as easy as that, but yeah, you're right. Okay, questions? Any questions on the product? Okay.
Like I say, it's hard to give them back on here, so.
Okay.
When I spray black, I always do the flats of the shells the day after.
Yep. That's one way of doing it.
Someone was asking, I think, how well Helmi 30 brushed.
It brushes, but the thing is, I don't mean to be, it is a sprayers forum, okay? It is a sprayers group. It is more about spraying.
It does spray nicer than it brushes, doesn't it?
Massively. And for simple fact, okay, the product does brush, okay? It brushes quite well, but this is it's a different evening with a different conversation. Brushed. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
Sprayed. One coat of brush, one coat of spray. And the reason is that works out about 25 microns. That works out about 125 microns. It just puts a thicker amount of product. So technically, when you spray, you are covering that area like that, technically in 3 coats in one. That's why you can literally go from one color to another pretty much instantly. You can't do that with a brush. And the reason being, the difference between spraying and brushing is I could spray this one white, okay? Yes, I'll get spray. What I won't get grey. And the reason being is white on black is white on black, black on white is black on white. When you brush the two together, you get grey. Difference is there's no contact. This has gone on, okay? It's pretty much dry already. It's still a little bit soft. It's one coat. I mean, you guys are sprayers. Yes, some of you are learning to spray, and some of you have been spraying many, many years. The point is, product is everything. Okay? We are testing a lot of products this year, a lot, because we want to find different options, okay? And we want to find the best properties of each of the products, okay? We want more options, and we want to get the measure and get the most out of. And the best thing is, We all talk. 5,000 of us talk on a daily basis. Okay? So we're getting this information. I don't claim to have it bang on. I don't claim to have all the right answers. I just claim to be the guy that put this thing together and is prepared to give up his Thursday night with his lovely wife to do this. Okay? So comments, questions, everything else, that's what we're here for. If you want to throw something at us, do it. Anything you want to do regards Ben and everything else, ask him. Any questions, Linz?
Someone saying, are you covering Everall? I'd like to see what you think of it. We've only used Everall.
We have got Everall here, but we did it on a job recently. Yes, they even asked me if I would actually go through Everall tonight. I think Everall is a system, okay? Helmi is a system, and I think Everall and Helmi are two very similar systems, and I want to get the measure of both. I've got Helmi down to a T. I mean, I've been using that for, like I said, 4, 5, 6 years.
But when I ordered Helmi and they'd run out, they said about Everall, didn't they? They said if you stood them side by side.
And we did do a sample before we finished the job.
Yeah. So
we put Everall and Helmi together on the same board. And I've got to be honest with you, Jamie, who's the guy who owns Tikkurila, UK, actually phoned me and said, look, you're going to be fine. So I said, fine. So we did it. We did test it before because that's the way I am. And I must admit, it was good. We've not used Everall so much because all of my jobs are priced on meterage and are worked out through these products. For me, testing, if I've got 4 rooms, I will do 3 in Helmi, and then I would test Everall in 1. Because if something goes wrong, okay, not necessarily with the product, or I just treat it differently than my system, and I have a problem, and it runs, or it doesn't cover, or whatever it is, it's only happened on 1, okay? The only time you're ever going to lose money is when you think you know better, and you change your system, and it bites you in the arse. So
Everall interior and exterior?
I'm not sure. I think it's just interior. They're ultra classic, or is their exterior. Okay. Any questions on the Tikkurila stuff?
I found Everall 80 is better for opacity and a better sheen than Helmi 80.
I think Frost has used a lot of Everall, as in Ian Frost.
Everall 10 is a bit more shiny.
Again, what we're doing is we are doing all of these little samples, okay, for all of the products. And what we're going to do is all of these would be on a board next to each other, so you can literally see exactly what it's like against its partner. Okay, well, that's interesting. I did. We did the black doors at Nella's, and we did some black exterior, and we were meant to use the classic, and we did get the Everall, and it just sprayed really nice, but I was like, not sure about it. It wasn't like the rest of the ones we'd done. So we did have to go back and go over with the black classic. Right. So what else have we got this evening that we've not gone through, Linz? We've got 10 minutes to go.
You were talking about the decorators, and again, Ian Frost has done this, should have samples to show customers the difference between brush and bowl and spray finishes. Okay,
it's something we talk more so on the furniture. I believe that when you're spraying furniture, okay, let's say you're spraying something on site, just go to your merchant, okay, just get them to cut up. We have the bigger ones. This one, okay, is the baby of this one. These are the ones we use on the furniture course, okay, to represent how we deal with MDF and doors, and just spraying as a whole. And then when we finish, we cut them up, okay, we deal with 2 of the edges, and then we give it a final coat over the top. But the point is, what I'm trying to say to people, that's quite manageable. You could leave that with a customer. What we do is one side we tape and we brush, on one side we roller, but the other side is the one we're really interested in, which is the spray. And we turn around to the customer and say, look, you can have this. You can have this, which is really good, okay? And then what you do is you've got one side, obviously, which is brush, one is roller, and the other one is sprayed. So we say, you can have this, but we actually give you that. Oh, and we don't charge you any more. So you get a better finish for the same cost. So doing samples is really good. Everything you do is step forward, okay? Don't let anybody put you on the back foot. And that's kind of going back to what we said about pricing. So anything else you want to see? Okay, I'm happy to spray another door. If anybody wants to spray the door, I'm happy to spray it black. In fact, you know what? I think I'm going to do it because
we'll put up a link, won't we, where you can get Tikkurila from.
Tikkurila, the main place, I always deal with head office. I like my paint sent out, but you guys like to go to stockists, and some of you have actually got stockists close by that deliver, so you get free delivery. Awesome. Those are, we've got LDM, okay, we've got Kent Blacksil, we've got Rabarts, Bromber Paints, and one more, GC Johnson. So they're the new stockists for Tikkurila. And their pro centres. And I believe Ben was saying that moving forward throughout the course of this year and next year, they're hoping to kind of pop up a few more pro centres here and there. Yeah. So getting the product is going to be easier. Coming in and playing with the product is going to be easier. I'm going to spray a door because I just fancied the idea of it. No, he's right. I'll just talk about something else as well in a minute. Okay, you'll see the size of the fan, okay?
Made a mess.
Not a single bit of bounce back. Okay, yes, it looked like it was tailing slightly, but you can see the atomization. Okay, I have dropped it as far as I can get it before it starts giving me a problem. By the time I've gone across it, okay, I know full well that's going to be fine. Okay, yes, I would spray with a bigger tip. Okay, chances are with that door, this product, slightly more pressure, 410, 510. Okay, that was a 310. And if you're learning, use a smaller tip. Gives you a bit more time and gives you more practice area.
What size tip is that?
310.
310.
It's a tri-tip. Tri-tip come up slightly smaller. That's all. So that will dry. So when we do the next course, you will see instantly the kind of coverage that you get. I'm not being funny. I could go over when that's dry with the active primer, and it will look like that. It won't be grey, it will literally cover so well.
What product was that?
That was Helmi 10, okay? Unthinned, okay? I'd never thin black, I just wouldn't. It's cold, it's been sat in my store for a couple of weeks, and it is cold down here. So I can instantly feel that wanted a bit more pressure, but I wanted to make a point that I can spray literally nothing, okay? No bounce back, no nothing.
What pressure was that?
For Helmi, okay, it's probably about 13, 14.
Yeah, that's about 11, 15.
There you go, even less. I knew I'd dropped it down a bit, okay? So most of the time, Helmi for me, between 12 and 15, okay? Depending on temperature, okay? And choice of tip. So, questions?
Well, no, I was sort of saying him as they go.
Okay.
I think that must be Jack, the fact that he said Jeanette fell in love with black and grey.
Black is really good when it's done, okay?
It looks like damage.
It's wet, okay? Believe it or not, the finish on this one, I love Helmi. In fact, we have sprayed Helmi 30 in black, but Helmi 10 in black, oh my God, it's the nuts. That unit we dropped off, these guys are rolled up, okay? The guy's got two Bentleys. He's got the Bentley 4x4 and whatever the other Bentley is. I mean, these guys are minted, and he was just like, wow. And it's a beautiful finish, really, really good.
I was going to become a mask for the dog.
No, but when you see how little overspray and bounce back I generate, okay, there is no need to do it.
Someone's saying spray the primed door.
Spray this one. To what end? Okay. Do you want me to spray the prime door with the black? Just to show? I'll just do half a section of it. Is that what you want? It's dry. All right, it's dry enough to go over. Okay, I'd probably give that another 15 minutes if I was to sand it. But if you wanted me to spray it, I would. It's 8 o'clock. Okay, I am going to start to wrap it up. Okay. So what we want to do is, I'll do it in a minute if you so wish, and we'll finish on that. There's a few things we want to do. We've got a few giveaways, okay? We've got a few competitions, and we've got a promo code. Okay, what Lindsay's going to do is, firstly, Tikkurila, a massive thanks, okay? The final T-shirt. Two T-shirts, okay, for the large, okay, for the large, okay. Tikkurila UK, okay, was previously known by what? What was the name of the company? And I did mention it earlier. The company that is Tikkurila UK, okay? And the medium question, okay?
Well, let's give it just a couple of minutes because I'm going to need to know who's done what.
Okay, fine, no problem. All right, I'll go through some other bits, okay? Lindsay's going to put 2 links up, okay? One of them, okay, is a promotion code that Ben has given us, okay? So if you want to take advantage of the promo code, you get an extra 10% off tomorrow only. So place your orders, there's a promo code. I think it's orders over 100 quid, you get an extra 10%. For me, okay, I'm going to take advantage of that, and what I'm doing is I'm ordering a pallet. So I get a good price on the price of the product, okay? I get a good price on delivery, and I also get 10%, okay? That's what we do. We look for these kind of little deals. That money that I will save, that'll take us out for dinner tomorrow. Happy days.
Right, so someone's given the right answer, so
okay.
With the medium.
The medium, okay, the medium for the T-shirt that is the medium, okay. What is the name of Tikkurila's water-based adhesion primer? Okay, we've touched on that as well. So the first answer gets that. Okay, so the promo code, follow the link, okay, and then what you do is it will take you through the bot, and the bot will actually give you the code. The code is only valid for tomorrow, okay, and something we talk about, ethics. We talk about integrity, okay, and not taking the piss, all right? You guys have stayed up tonight, you've watched the show, you benefit. Don't go out and start sharing that stuff. If people don't want to come and sit and watch the show, they don't benefit. It's fine by me. You guys are the ones that benefit. You get the extra 10% discount. Okay? So that's what you do on that.
So the code will go up in the comments in a bit once we're off.
It will literally go up, and once this is actually finished, the code, okay, there's 2 codes that are going to go up, and they'll go also in the top of Spray Makes Sense when you actually log. But you can click both, and one of them, okay, is for the Tikkurila promo code, and the other is we are going to start giving away a weekly price. So you've got a week to go and look at this one. And what we're giving away this week is PPE, okay? So we're giving away a JSP mask, filters, goggles, T-shirt, and some little goodies, okay? So again, just have a look, follow the link, do the do, and just grab your freebies, okay?
The Tikkurila promo code is just going to be for orders placed through Tikkurila head office and pro centres, I'm assuming. Yeah,
just Tikkurila or pro centres, or Ben, just go through the head office and just quote the code that comes up. I'm not going to tell you what the code is, you have to go through and get it, okay?
Last one's for the beanie hat.
The beanie hat, okay, this is a good one. Okay, the one, okay, for the beanie hat, how tall is Ben? Okay, and I texted him to ask him how tall he was, and he said, why, have you got me a date?
Yeah.
No, I haven't got you a date, okay? I don't think you need one at the moment, okay? So for the beanie hat, okay, how tall is Ben? So that's for the beanie hat tonight. Okay, so What are we finishing off with, Linz? Suppliers, okay? Any suppliers that have been watching tonight or watching this on a replay, okay? If you want to get involved, you want to support the live show, get in touch. It's really cool. To be honest with you, you suppliers that are sat there just watching, which is great, which are one of the 5,000 that don't interact, don't worry, end of March, you'll be gone, okay? It's as simple as that. We have really good suppliers. You guys as members deal with the good suppliers. Those suppliers that don't actually get involved and interact, okay, they're no benefit to you as members, okay? So therefore, they don't necessarily need to be around. We just want to deal with the people that are good and look after you guys. So if you're a supplier, get in touch by the end of March. Okay, it's about ethics, it's about integrity and all the rest of it. Any competitions? Are we done?
No, we're going to have to
wrap it up.
We're going to have to wrap it up,
We're going to have to wrap it up because we are about to head over to PTA support, which is the group that we run after the courses. For those that have actually done the courses, we like to do half an hour to 45 minutes over there as well. So that's the show for this week. You've won some goodies. You've learned about the products. Tikkurila is going to be back in a few weeks. We're going to talk about more stuff. If there's something in particular you want to know, speak to Ben, speak to me, okay? If there's something you want us to run through with Tikkurila moving forward, let us know. If there's any suppliers that you want us to get in touch with or they get in touch with us for particular products, again, drop us a line. If any of you have been private messaged by suppliers, okay, I want to know because that's not the way we do it, okay? You private message them all day long. That's the way the traffic goes, okay?
If you ask a question, it's fine, but
if you asked a question, fine. What we don't want is suppliers private messaging people, okay? It's a case of if you want to know something, you private message. That's what they're there for, not the other way around, okay? Ben's really good at this. He's played this game probably longer than anyone. He will just quite simply say, PM me. And it's as simple as that. So I love doing this. We're done. We're away for 2 weeks, okay? Someone might step up and do a show, but we're away for 2 weeks and
we'll do some live while we're in Cologne.
yeah, hopefully next Friday we'll be live with good news. So really excited about that.
Yeah.
Have yourselves an awesome week, okay? Keep spraying simply because you know it makes sense.